What's up, YouTube? So yeah, it's 2021 and you have not seen us in like 2 weeks. We have basically just been doing nothing. It's been cold and we've been trying to stay warm, and you know, due to the virus and everything's been closed, so we didn't get to do the ball drop or really anything. So it's just been a lot of watching movies. We got a Netflix subscription and kind of doing our own little quarantine, but it's so funny because it's like you go down into town and it's like, look, there's nothing, there's like barely any snow anywhere, and then you get up to our house and our whole road is an ice capade. We're gonna try to actually tape that today as we're going down the road because it's pure ice. When I was coming up, or is it down or is it up when we go on?
It's down when we go to town.
Yeah, we have to leave down, but when we go back home, we have to go up and then down a little bit, and that down a little bit is like a really slanty ice. It's gonna be fun because when we left, it was like trying to climb, and you could hear the wheels were just going, and no, we weren't moving. So it took a lot to get up there. But, we are okay. We've gotten a lot of people that are worried about us, but we're good. We really are. We've been enjoying just laying in bed and doing nothing, basically, just enjoying it. The snow is actually supposed to hit this weekend, and everywhere I was looking on the site, there is no like end, like not until like March, April. It seems like it's going to be constant starting Friday, so that should be fun. I cannot wait until spring. I'm just counting it down at this point because at nights we are getting into the negative numbers up there, and I don't know, the wood burner's keeping the house at like 45, 50, and then we got the propane heater, which I'm most thankful for because I just keep that in the bedroom. The bedroom gets nice and toasty, all the animals come in there, and it's nice. But yeah, so we'll pause for a second and we'll be back when we get to our road. We're not there yet.
We're almost there, but it's a bumpy road.
What are you doing,
It's
buddy?
ice filled, and he's pulling over. Go around. But the difference, there's still snow everywhere up here. The road's actually been a little bit better. A lot of people have driven on it. I mean, there's patches, as you can see. We're going over them now. But it is the middle of the day, so the sun has melted a bunch, but a couple hours, that's all gonna be black ice. And y'all are probably getting freaking motion sickness. These roads are so bumpy. And it is just the roads. I mean, our car needs a little bit of front end work, but
I just need a ball joint. I'll do that in the spring.
yeah. We see how much more snow? Oh, we're just at the top of the hill. 20 minutes later. Oh yeah, happy 2021 everyone. What you're getting is my voice while you watch and get motion sickness because this this is like a roller coaster.
It's better going into town. It really does feel like a roller coaster. It's all downhill.
Whee! Yeah, that was just a little peak. More ice covered roads. Alright, well, before you all get really motion sick, I'm gonna stop this. I'm back real quick just to show you the view. We love it up here. Beautiful, scenic. Oop, trees.
I think this is the actual peak right here. And it starts going down.
Yeah, maybe. Can't tell. It's bouncing so much. Alright, try not to get too sick at this part, but this is our easement. And this is nothing but a sheet of ice. No end in sight. Doesn't matter how many cars drive on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go slow.
Yeah, what are you going, like 5 miles an hour?
You can kind of see where our tires were just spinning.
This is more of that view. That beautiful sun. I don't know if you can see the sun. The sun's probably gonna make the video bad because it's too bright. Woo! Oh, she's trying to spin it out.
I'm playing around. Didn't take much though. We almost went off. It's pure ice. I bet you get ice skates. You could literally skate on this.
Get a garden hose, soak the whole thing, let it freeze, and then ice skate it down. What's that, the bobsledding? This is a bobsled course. Tight.
No, we're sliding.
Yeah, I hear those tires.
That's not the tires, that's the brakes. Because we're sliding through.
That's the ABS.
Yeah.
And our
Remember that,
snow-covered
can't
home.
stop
Okay, you're good.
Whoa, no, I really can't stop us. Oh my gosh. That was a little...
Dead end!
That was a little... Yeah. Alright, you can do this.
See how it zooms in as soon as it starts? It's
Yeah,
like it
that's
was back
weird.
further, and now you're going to get a lot of the top of the car. Oh well.
But yeah,
We're
So-
on after that little journey.
that was fun coming down. I really do want to get like a sled and try to go down it.
Do
You
something.
remember the old ones where you could have control with your feet? Like in,
No, I've always used the circular ones or a garbage can
I
lid.
want
Or...
the old ones where you can control it, and then we could just literally go to the top and just go right down to our house. But yeah. So in other news, because we've been trying to figure out how to.
Wow, I didn't realize my hair looked so greasy. We did take showers.
It's not greasy. It's
Oh,
okay.
okay, it's a little shiny.
Yeah.
Not bad.
But
Anyway. Sorry, always trying to look camera ready. You can't be camera ready. You just can't.
You get what you get, people.
At least I'm not in robe. Oh wait, we didn't post that one.
No.
We made a video of sitting in bed and laying in bed talking about things, and I was in a robe. She was in pajamas.
We didn't post that
Didn't
one.
post it. No big
There's
deal.
a few videos that we couldn't get down for a while. Like we were stuck up here for a couple days. 6 days, I think it was.
No, it was
But-
only 4.
4?
Four.
I'm
It
really
felt like
bad.
6.
You know me. It felt like forever.
You
It
lose all
did.
track of time.
We weren't ready. Like, I mean, we were. Like, we have tons of almond milk, you know, things to fall back on, canned
And
foods
water,
and stuff,
canned foods.
water. But, we realized that, like, I don't know, I have these eyes, these blue eyes, and everyone's always complimenting me on them, and, I'm realizing that they're really bad the older you get. I was reading into it, and it's like we don't have those like blockers that, you know, brown-eyed girls or like darker eyes girls or whatever have, and like we're more likely to go blind, I guess. And being in the dark as much as we've been in the dark, so we're getting like 3-4 hours of daylight with the way we've been doing it.
Yeah, we're sleeping until
It was
like
bugging.
11 noon.
So Nay was awesome. She went out and she took that the Harbor Freight. And it was a light that plugs right into it, and it only went 15 feet. So she ended up taking my speaker wires, like you took 2 of them, right, and put them together to make it so that it reached it into the bedroom. And now we're getting like 9-10 hours of light in the bedroom, which is awesome. It doesn't even really do anything to the batteries.
No. And I just hooked up the second battery to make it go even longer. So if one runs out, the other one will pick it up. But the one doesn't die, and that's all we're using it for. But I need to take more of that wire and take the other light from the Harbor Freight set and extend it another 10 feet, I think, in order to get it into the kitchen living room area.
Yeah.
But we're almost sufficient enough to not be using AA's and AAA's and
Yeah.
all the flashlights.
Yeah.
It's
Almost there.
Almost.
But we got to thinking, and it's really hard and expensive to get solar. And in New York State, they don't get enough sun. So really, it's like we're always fighting a losing battle 9 months a year. And so we got to thinking, and we did have the guy come down and do the measurements to put in poles to run electricity. And we're probably just gonna get one of those like RV ones that'll like sit out here somewhere by the car and then run extension cords in. But we need to have something for backup. Because if we run out of wood, if we run out of propane...
Yeah, if we ran out of
electric
propane,
heaters.
we have 4 20-pound tanks right now.
Yeah.
5.
The big one that was given to us, you guys, that was crazy. We
Yeah.
almost died
So we
on
have
that
4.
one.
And they each last 2 to 2.5 days, depending on how cold it is and how high we run it. And it's just, if we were really stuck up here for more than a week, the propane would run out, and we need that emergency backup, other than the wood burner, because the wood burner, it does okay, but again, we don't get it above 50 degrees in the house. which maybe, I mean, I guess that's a decent temp. You just
No, I'm
always
fine
wear
with
a
50.
sweatshirt. It just takes hours to get there.
Yeah, it does. It takes
You
like
start
4
the
hours.
fire, say at 5 o'clock, and you don't even get to that 40 degree until like 8, 9. It really
Yeah.
takes like 3, 4 hours for it to heat up the entire living space. Hopefully next year that'll be different because we're ripping down walls in the spring and putting up better
there's
insulation.
no insulation. Like what is that air freshener thing you have that hangs on the wall?
It's just an automatic air freshener.
Yeah, automatic. But I'm outside and it's inside, and I can literally hear it go. Psh! So I'm like, okay, we have no insulation, so that's why it's so freezing. But
yeah, when you were walking around with the guy, the electrician for the pole, I could pretty much hear your whole conversation while I was inside.
he was pretty cool. I
Yeah.
liked him. I like the old hippies. But yeah, hopefully we'll get that all taken care of soon.
Yeah.
We're working on it. But I know we said we were going to do the whole homesteading thing and not have anything, but we still don't have water, and we still don't have, like, gas or anything out here, or sewage. It's just...
It's hard to start it the other way. If you start with electricity and wean yourself off towards the solar, you have a backup of electricity. If you start with absolutely nothing, it's hard to start out with solar, especially in the winter months. I mean, we started in September, October.
Like, we got the price for under 10 grand. And with everything that we've done to it, we've raised it up over 25 grand. Because I was talking to the lady that we bought it from, and her husband knows all this stuff, and like with putting the wood burner in and getting the electric in and everything like that.
You've already doubled the value of the property.
Yeah.
Even if we sold it as a seasonal instead of a year-round, we could get our money back and more, and then take it and go somewhere.
Yeah.
But we're not at that point to go somewhere yet because we still have things to learn.
Yeah.
Because if we go somewhere else where it's easier to do those things, we still need to know how to do them. This is our learning. This is our learning, baby.
It's like Kaylee and Jordan, what they said from Nomadic Movement. They were like, your first house is for your enemy, your second house is for
your friend,
and then your third house is the one you live in. And the reason for that is because this is the house, so we get to try everything out and screw it all up and, you know, try to
figure
do our
out
best
what pieces are better.
And then
do we go cheaper here or more expensive? But everyone has told us that the well we pretty much found is a spring, and we need to get the water tested, and then we need some more hoses, and we need to dig a trench down so that gravity helps it come to the house.
There's a bacteria in the mountains, not chloroform. What the hell was the name of it? It starts with a C. And basically, it's the same stuff like in Mexico where you can't drink the water, but they can drink the water. And, like, if we drink it, the guy was saying we could get runs for a couple months and then eventually maybe get used to it.
Isn't that like dysentery when you drink bad water or something like that? Too much naked and afraid. I don't know.
I don't know. I thought it started with a C. But the way I figured is we'll go from that outhouse well and then do a trench going down the hill towards our trailer. And we'll put in all the stuff, like the charcoal and the sand and the rock and everything for it to filter through. And then at the end, we'll have it go through like an RV pump, you know, filtration. And
don't they sell filters and pumps, or pumps that are filters, like in the same, not just a pump? It's got dual purposes.
I think I'd want them separate anyway, because if one fucks up, you want to be able to, you know, just take care of that one. Because, I don't know.
But anyway, we've sat in the car now for an extra 10 minutes or so, staying warm and talking to you.
It's so beautiful out here. And it's like, I love the animals. There's so many animals. It's great. Oh, I know what you haven't told them.
What?
So, wifey got a new toy.
Yeah, I figure we'll shoot that out someday.
You want to do that in this video or do it later?
We can do it later.
Yeah,
I want to get in, start the fire.
We don't have to worry about the bears no more. They picked up a nice 12-gauge pump-action tactical shotgun.
With a adjustable...
mount.
No, it's not a mount. It's a stock.
Or stock.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, it literally
So then you can have it in your shoulder, or you can fold it up and hip hit it. I don't know.
Hip shoot, yeah.
Hip shoot. Shoot out the hip.
But yeah, it's cool. It looks like something off of Call of Duty. I'm just glad we don't got to worry about the bears, because I was kind of worried, because the cats, you know, they meow a lot, and Julie barks a lot, and, you know, middle of winter, something's, like, hungry enough, this will be like a little sardine can. This will be nothing for the bear to get through.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've really been worried about that, because I know we've seen a little bit of scat, we've seen some prints, And we've been told that there's 2 cubs and a mama, so you know how that goes. So we're just trying to keep our distance, but I don't know. It's fun. I love it
Yeah.
up here. It's so peaceful, you know?
Yeah. But I think we will end it here. We're happy, we're safe, and we love you guys. Make sure to hit that like button,
Mwah.
subscribe if you haven't, and we'll, I don't know, talk to you soon, whenever that may be.
Yeah, sorry about that. We'll be doing more videos. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't.